Hello everybody, my name is Ignatius Kemp. I'm from the islands of the Bahamas. I'm currently right now enrolled in Florida Memorial University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in aeronautical science with a concentration in flight education. I'm currently right now a commercial pilot, and this is kind of my journey on becoming a pilot. Yeah, so my interest basically began in becoming a pilot from as long as I can remember. I remember growing up, my parents used to take me to the airports. I used to watch the planes take off and land, and I always was actually fascinated by the aircrafts. I wanted to know how they worked, why they fly, who designed it, why did they design it, and that was always my interest. So that was basically what I was interested in, and I wanted to pursue that, and I wanted to be able to understand and actually control it. So that's how I became interested in becoming a pilot and actually pursuing a career in aviation. What actually inspired me to become a pilot is actually a few of my friends. We used to play on these flight simulators when we was young. We would actually communicate online. We had this TeamSpeak thing going on, VATSIM, and we used to come together and we used to actually make it as if there was a real air traffic control and we are actually real pilots. So that's what actually kind of inspired me. We used to have good times. My friends Shaquille, Kashad, Theo, we always was online, Stefan. We had a good time, and that's what actually pushed my desire to actually want to become a pilot, because it was so fun. That playing this game could be so fun. Whoever knew playing this game could be so fun. So that's what actually inspired me to become an actual real pilot. So actually after I completed my private pilot certificate and I actually went up for the first time as a pilot in command, the feeling was kind of overwhelming, because I knew that everything I did was on me. I was excited, I was going out of my mind. So much things were going through my head at the time, because I wanted to actually go out and do sightseeing. So that's what I did actually. My first time flew by myself as a PIC, pilot in command. I went and I did a tour over Miami Beach. It was good. It was low level, 500 feet. It was actually my first time doing it by myself. I had lessons on it. My instructors taught me what to do before I actually went out and did it, but the feeling was overwhelming. I was excited, and it's actually no other feeling that I think I've ever been through that made me so happy and so excited. So after that first flight, I knew that this is what I want to do, and this is how I'm going to proceed forward. So my most memorable flying experience is actually getting to fly with Josh and Theo. The reason being is because these are the same guys that actually inspired me to become pilots. This is the guys that were on VATSIM with me, were on Flight Simulator with me when we were in high school. And I actually get to fly with them, and we actually flew up to Port St. Lucie. I took Josh up to Port St. Lucie. We went and grabbed Theo, then we came back down, and we actually flew along the shoreline. We got to see the beaches. It was a beautiful day, and we had a good times. We talked, we reminisced, and these were actually, it was actually the most exciting thing that ever happened, because who would have thought that some guys off a flight simulator would actually be flying a real aircraft? You know, who would have thought that we'd be doing it with the people we grew up, interested in flying with. So it was actually one of my most memorable flights, because it was, it was touching, heart. It was memorable.
Right.
Okay, I know a lot of people may think that becoming a pilot, is a walk in the park, but this journey was actually never really easy, especially being an international student and even black. There was always people that never wanted to actually see you succeed, people that talked about you, they talked down on you. I'm not the richest person, so it was kind of hard for me to find funds to actually go to flight school and actually get licenses. But I could always remember this one guy that I met when we actually entered flight school together. He was different from me. He'd talk to me. He'd say, man, you sure you want to do this? I don't think you should do this, because a lot of people they don't believe in blacks flying, and they don't do this. And I'm like, yo, like, what? Like, how could you say something like that? And then I actually look up to this guy, because he was already instrument rated pilot when I started flying. He came from a different school, and he was more advanced than me, so I actually look up to him. I would ask him around, and then he actually told me that maybe I should try to be a mechanic or try to do something with the ramp rather than be a pilot, because airlines don't really hire young black international students like that. So that kind of touched me, because to actually think that someone would actually believe in something like that, like that's what's actually wrong with the world, So there'll always be people that try to talk me down, but I stay focused. My mom she really pushed me. My professors, they really pushed me. Whenever I needed some help, they would actually go and help me. So that actually motivated me some more. So I actually put all that hate and that anger aside, and I actually pursued what I wanted to do, and I would never regret it. So my message to any upcoming pilots is actually to go ahead and ask questions, ask for help, stick around the airport. You might meet somebody that you never knew before. You might meet somebody that will change your life forever. You might be hanging around the airport, just looking to catch a flight. In the Bahamas, we sit around the airport all the time, looking to catch a flight. Anybody who's flying, we'd sit down, just wait for them to go out flying, and if they have any space available, we would go ahead, jump on board with them to get a little bit of flying experience, a little bit of flight time. So upcoming pilots, stick around the airport. You may meet somebody that actually will pay for your flight school, that actually will give you funds, that actually would push you and motivate you. They may not have that actual fund support, but they will give you moral support. They know that it takes a lot to become a pilot. It takes a lot of studying, a lot of concentration. So my message would be stay focused, and definitely stay around the airport, stay around aviation. You will definitely meet somebody that will change your life forever. Alright, so my next step in my life and my career now, I want to become a certified flight instructor. The reason being is because I want to actually give back. I want to teach people what I know in aviation. I want to give people the experience that I didn't have. I want to make it easy for people that want to be where I am today, but can't because of the funds or whatever other reasons. I want to be able to give back, and I want to be able to brighten their future, give them an easy way, make it easier for them than what I had. And also, after becoming a flight instructor for a while, I want to go ahead and become an airline pilot. The airline that I choose to be with, that I want to be with, is actually Southwest Airlines. The reason being is because Southwest was actually my favorite airline in Flight Simulator, because the aircraft that they fly, the 737s, I like that they stick with that one particular aircraft. They have all the maintenance is the same, everything is the same, because they stick with that one aircraft. The training is the same. And when I first started flying a Flight Simulator, I always loved the 737s. That's what I could see myself flying. I could see myself as a first officer. I could see myself as a captain on the 737s. And I believe Southwest is a beautiful airline. They stick to one fleet, and they're just awesome. I even love the pink scheme. So Southwest is definitely the airline that I see myself with 5-6 years from now. I would like to thank God, for being there, for covering me, for guiding me through all this hard process. I also would actually like to thank my professors. Professor Holmes, she always motivated me when I was actually down. My advisor, Arnold Tolbert, I'd like to thank him because, without him I wouldn't have been where I am today. He provided some funds for me to actually be here in this position I am today. He gave me, encouragement. He actually made the way a lot easier for me. And I also like to thank my parents, because without them, I wouldn't be here. They actually gave me the opportunity to come to college, to better myself, to come to America to better myself as a man, and also, as a person that other people will look up to, my little brother will look up to, So I would like to thank them, and without them I wouldn't be here today, so thank you. Thank you guys for actually taking the time to look at my journey becoming a pilot. I hope that you guys learn from it, and take something from it, because it's always about giving back. I hope that in the future that you become a pilot or something in aviation, mechanic or whatever, I hope that you would actually go back and teach people to give back, because that's what it's all about. The future is us. The aviation future is us. So we should just give back to it.